and even for Parisian people,
It's
Paris
fast.
very
It's
fast.
Yeah.
Everything happened very fast, and
Yeah.
we don't have time to chill and just
Yeah.
discuss with people. Like,
If you're studying abroad, I wanna hear your voice. I wanna.
Hi everyone, welcome to Voices of International. I am Rosa, your host, and today we're going to talk about our academic life here in Paris. Today I'm here with Aina, Alice, and Maria. Could you guys introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Aina. I'm from Barcelona, Spain, and I'm studying here fashion communication.
my name is Alice. I'm from here, from Paris, and I'm in Ep.7 in communication.
My name is Maria. I'm from Mexicali, Mexico, and I'm in eCard studying art history.
Great. Okay, so as I said, today I really want to talk about our academic life here. So something really interesting, chill, different from our home country and from where you study, apart from Alice, who is from Paris. But still, I want to know about the differences you see also from Ep.7 and other universities. So maybe, Aina, we can start with you. I don't know, like tell me about, so what you study here, like maybe you can mention some courses you do here, and also the difference between what you do in Spain.
Okay, so here I'm studying fashion communication. That is a program only for Erasmus students. This is important. And we are studying like fashion communication, creativity and innovation, also creative direction, image creation. It's a specific course of fashion.
Okay.
That it's really cool because in Barcelona I study communication in general, marketing, public relations, and I think that if you're a person that you have interest in fashion, but you don't know if maybe you want to do this in your life and you don't want to say, okay, I'm going to study only fashion for years, here you have the opportunity to study only 4 months. You get to know people and teachers who works in fashion.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I really like it.
Yeah. And also, like fashion in Paris. Like, what do you want more?
It's the city of fashion.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Milan, London, New York, yes,
Yeah.
but Paris is the city
Yeah.
of fashion. We had the fashion week here. Also the
Yeah, so many of events, I think, in
events.
Europe,
Also the FAB
pop-ups.
helps us. Like with the FAB, we went to Louis Vuitton Foundation. We do all these things, and it's really cool.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's extremely cool,
Yes.
I think. I think here I'm studying digital and communication, and I'm do some courses with Alice. And for example, I study. We do together corporate communication,
Yeah, I was talking about
event communication. We do media relations, communication strategy together, and then I also do some courses with just the international students, which are, for example, creativity and innovation, digital transformation,
French
different-
culture.
Yeah, French culture, which is interesting. Yes.
No, but I think also the differences between like Ep.7 and other school is that every teacher works by themselves and get to teach
Yeah.
when they can. And like when you talk about corporate communication,
Yeah.
like, you know, the teacher came and say which with brand he works,
Yeah.
all the things he do without teaching.
Yeah.
Like, and I think for you, Paris is the city of fashion. Like for me, from a Parisian point of view, I would say like London or New York.
Yeah.
I like the big picture of fashion because I think because I
you
live here.
Yes,
every
and you
time.
perceive it in a different way as
Yeah.
well. Because of course you are from Paris, so it's normal that sometimes you underestimate a little
Yeah.
bit your hometown. Like
A
I think
lot,
it's
yeah.
the same. Like for me, for Italy and all the things, all the
Yeah,
great
like
things we have there.
Italy's fashion too.
Yeah, I know,
mean,
but like you know, like it's always different when you come in to go to another city. You just feel like wow. So yeah, we mentioned New York, and you study in New York. So
Yes.
yeah,
So
tell us what. Yeah, you study art.
yes. So in New York, I go to FIT, which is the Fashion Institute of
Oh
Technology.
my god,
Yeah, and I
Today a lot of fashion.
and I exactly went to New York for fashion. That was the initial goal. I started my bachelor's first in marketing communications in like the fashion industry.
Okay.
And it was very interesting, but I also love art, and
Okay.
I had the opportunity to study art as well. So I finished my associates, and then I started my bachelor's in art history.
Okay. So what are the associates?
The associates in the US, they have like an associates in general education.
Okay.
So essentially, most universities have that, and then you have your bachelor's in political
Okay.
science, in fashion history,
Okay.
in all of these things.
Okay.
But FIT is very technical. So you start doing that general education associates
Okay.
in something specific
Okay.
already. And so I started my bachelor's in art history.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it because New York is, you know, fashion, but
Yeah.
also
Yes.
art.
Yeah.
And I'm here at eCard just doing a semester abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still doing like art history courses, like the history of music, history of art, history of cinema, as well as like the market and marketing communications for the
Yeah.
art industry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting to see like the French perspective
Yeah.
of the art industry, but I love it. It's been very good.
And which difference you can sense? Like, what do you think?
Yes. I think the French like art industry is very organic in a way. It's a lot
Okay.
about relationships.
Okay.
In New York as well, like you know someone who has a gallery, and that's how like you connect.
Yeah.
Like it's similar, but it's also very, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like in New York, I feel like it's very much work centered. And
Okay.
what they say, like people
Yeah.
are like going New York, I think it's very true. And here in Paris, I think relationships are a little bit more not important, but they're more prevalent. So people take that like as, okay, we're gonna have a meeting, we're gonna have a lunch, go to a gala, go to this, and they like do these business meetings
Okay.
in very chill scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
And they show you how like that's more important to build relationship with the clients.
Mm,
And in
yeah.
New York, it's more like in the office, I think. Like
Yeah.
work.
Okay. So here, I think it's more like general networking in a sense of like community, maybe not community, but like more, yeah, as you said, like chiller and more like,
Yeah.
I don't know, you have a friend of a friend, and then you
Yeah.
meet, and then you of course talk about work, but the first perspective, you also get to know each other's maybe, and then go to work. I think in general this is a little bit of a French mindset as well. No.
No, yeah, like for meetings, you said, for connection. Sometimes in New York, it's like so big and so everything is very fast.
Yeah.
I think when someone says, "Oh, yeah, you do that, I'm going to introduce you to him or her,"
Yeah.
you don't really know
Know
if
them.
it's going to happen or if you're really going to work with them. But I think in France, in Paris, obviously, it's happened less than in New York. But when someone tells you, "Oh, I'm going to send you this email," or you can call him, or you can do that,
Yeah.
it really is going to happen.
Yeah.
And if you work a bit on your side, it's going to do it right. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to meet, you're going to do some stuff you like. And I think it's more true than in New York.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're always
exactly.
like a bit pretending
Yeah.
it's gonna happen, but you never know it's very gonna happen.
Yeah, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. I think it's more even like, yeah, it's just bigger, of course, and also it's a
Yeah.
bigger like mindset as
Yes.
well, like on some point of view. So yeah, I
Yes.
understand that.
Yeah, I think another difference too is like the time. Like New York is super like it goes by the schedule, so it goes by the hour. And I
Yeah.
feel like even with calls, for example, with an internship I'm doing, like it's by the hour, and when the hour ends, like, well, bye everyone, thank you. Like there's no follow up to the conversation. Like
Okay.
it's really a work relationship, and I don't know if that's just because we're getting started in the industry and it's much more professional, and maybe later it relaxes once you're
Yeah,
in.
maybe.
I think in the galleries that's how it works more in New York, like the Chelsea galleries. They're
Okay.
like, I know everyone there knows each other because they've worked in those galleries for years. But before you enter that community, it feels a lot more like you gotta really present yourself and be very professional.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's what
Which
I think
is also
feels like
weird
that.
because I don't know, like
Yeah.
in my mindset, like an art gallery, like he has like the vibe of like maybe something more easy, and it's more like, of course it's extremely important and prestigious as well, but like I don't like people
But it's
working
art,
there. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like more, I don't know.
Yeah, I think art galleries have like a very fun element that whoever is curating the gallery can like, you can choose the art. You can really like design it to your own taste, and it is supposed to be fun too.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's prestigious and very serious, but also it's meant to lighten everything and make something beautiful, which means it should be fun.
Yeah, it should be. And this is what you want to work with in, or you don't know yet?
I would like to be a art history professor. So
okay, okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
who knows? Maybe I would work in a gallery in the future, but
Okay. Yeah, of course. Now
You know,
it's early.
never say
yeah.
never.
Never say
you have
never.
time.
Yeah, it's early. We have
Yeah.
time. We have time.
yeah.
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
Yes.
I think even though now, like, you know, like something I noticed in France is most university have they need internship, which is like part of, and it's like obligated, I would say.
Yeah, it depends of the school.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends. It depends on, not of the school, but it depends on what you study.
Okay.
Like I have a friend, like my brother was studying law in France, and until your 4th or 5 years, like during the first, second one and third one, you don't do internship because you don't
Okay.
have the time, because you have too much to work and you have too much to learn.
Yeah.
So they think you are not you're not good enough to help a company,
Yeah.
but the teacher can help you to know better. But like in communication, or even I was doing management in Lille for my bachelor, and they thought that, yeah, they can teach you, but the company is going to teach you more, and you're going to see what you like and what you don't like. Like, for example, 2 years ago, I did an internship for 4 months in a media relation company.
Okay.
And I understand, and I saw that wasn't the thing that I like. But imagine I didn't did it. Like maybe this year for 6 months I was going to like a big media relation company without knowing that I don't like
You
this
like,
job.
yeah, it's on what you like.
Yeah, and I think because you are in EFAP is a typical school that is based on the internship and on the all the contact that they have.
Yeah.
Like the first day of school, they told us the most biggest important thing in LEFAP is the contact.
Yeah.
Like you need to talk to your teacher, to everyone
True.
you can, to get contact and get internship and just build yourself in this like
Yeah.
fashion industry or
Yeah.
communication industry, because there is a lot of people and a lot of different
Luxury
jobs.
industry, I would say,
Yeah.
in general, as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Even the
Like the-
teachers.
Yeah,
The teachers
even,
are a very good contact here.
Yeah.
Like they have a network. They have worked on different brands, so prestigious brands, and we are lucky. To
Yeah, we
study
are
here.
lucky. We really like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some really nice teachers work for
Yeah.
some great companies.
and you know, because they are not a real teacher,
yeah.
I mean, you like they are not our friends, but
But
you
yeah,
know,
you
there is
have
like
That's
Yeah.
a
support.
connection, and
Yeah.
like you can really talk to them and ask
Yeah.
them question if you like what they are doing. They're really
Yeah.
gonna explain and try to like put you in the right way to
Yeah.
succeed.
Totally.
I think.
Yeah. And now, for example, you already found an internship for. I know, because now you're going to.
No, I'm going to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did 2 or 3 internship in the past.
Yeah.
I was able to participate to the international students
Yeah.
and to go to New York. But I'm changing a bit what I'm doing, because I'm going to do a production for films
Okay,
in
cool.
New York for 2 months in New York Film Academy. Don't know if you know
Wow.
that.
That's amazing. I mean,
NYFA.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
no,
Yeah.
I'm really, really happy.
that's awesome.
So yeah, I'm going to for 4 months, and I have 3 months of like big workshop classes,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
1 month just to perfectionize my English.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Wow,
I'm
and that's
really,
extremely
Wow.
like it's
Yeah.
gonna be something really big.
gonna
Are
be
you
good.
excited? Yes.
Yeah, really, because I never leave France for
Okay.
study. Like
Yeah.
I leave my parents' house when I finished high school, because I
Yeah.
went to Lille for 3 years. But it was
Never.
like, I think 1 hour by train, so it's very, very close.
Yeah.
But no, it was gonna be the first time that I'm
Yeah.
living like.
Yeah, and New York is like
France.
New York. Yeah, you're going to another part of
Different.
Europe. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
completely
I
different
mean,
with
no,
the
it's
time
like
zone and everything.
one
as well.
of the biggest city, and
Yeah.
even my dad said the other time, when you're gonna come back to Paris,
Yeah.
for you Paris gonna be like French country, you know,
Yeah.
because like New York is so
Huge.
big,
Yeah.
so huge, and like very fast, like you said, like
Yes.
so fast, faster, like a lot faster than Paris, and even for Parisian people,
It's
Paris
fast.
very
It's
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
Everything happened very fast, and
Yeah.
we don't have time to like chill and just
Yeah.
discuss with people. Like
Yeah. It's
your
Yeah.
day is chronometered, like.
Yeah.
But in New York, it's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
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 Okay, and so EFAP gave you the opportunity of doing this experience abroad. So did you decide it before getting to EFAP? Like applying for EFAP?
No, not really. When I applied for EFAP, it was for the MBA that I'm gonna choose
Okay.
next year. But for the first time when I choose, it was like, okay, I'm gonna do 4 months of school and then 6 months of internship. That's what the goal.
Yeah.
And then when I arrived and they say, oh, you have the opportunity if you want. If you had 6 months of internship already, you can apply for New York or Shanghai. But for Shanghai, it was LESCA, so it's not a communication, but business school in France
Okay. Okay.
that have a campus on Shanghai. So if I went to Shanghai, I was gonna be like with a lot of French students because it's like the French campus of LESCA in Shanghai. And there was the campus on New York, but it was for NYIT. But they called us and say like, oh, it's more based on finance and mathematics, budgeting and everything. So I was like, it's kind of expensive, and I'm not going to do what I'm inspired to. So and they found this school and said, oh, but we have like more cinema school if you want.
Yeah. And you said,
I said,
yes, let's do it. Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. And I think it will be like a dream a little bit. Like the New York dream as well.
Yeah,
Like,
the American one.
yeah, it's famous.
I think that you will feel like we felt when we were coming to Paris, like I'm going to Paris, I'm going to live the dream.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna feel the same.
Exactly, yeah, because I lived all my life in Paris. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know it's like the very good city, and like every international student are so happy to be in Paris, and it's amazing. But even me, when the more I grow, like I don't know the other side of Paris.
Yeah.
Like you know, I know we call it the south. Like we are in the south, and there is a north, and I don't know the north of Paris. Like I know a bit. Like if you put me in the north of Paris and don't give me my phone, I can go home. Like I have to find La Seine to try to
see where you are.
Like I need the Seine. If I'm in the middle of the north, I'm like, oh my god, I don't know where I am.
But I think it's understandable. Like, for example, if you put me in my city as well, I just know, it's bad to say it, but I just know the places I go to, and of course the neighborhood where I live or where I go. So if you put me like in another part, I will be lost. So yeah, I understand. And yeah, so you say you come from Barcelona. Well, yeah,
Yes.
You study in Barcelona.
Yeah, I study in Barcelona.
But you come from
Barcelona because it's
Okay,
a city.
yeah, it's near.
Yes,
Yeah.
I live with my parents.
Okay, so now you live with your parents.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know, like, so in Barcelona you study, like, for example, as you said, like PR, communication, marketing in general.
Yes.
And did you sense a different style also of, like, teaching? Yeah, we talked about the fact that here they're really professional, but I don't know, like, for example, in your university, do you do a lot of like group works or like projects? How do the exams work? Like, for example, just tell us about the difference on this kind of stuff.
I haven't felt like a really big difference.
Okay.
Because yes, I study general communication, but also in my home university, that is Pompeu Fabra, I don't know if you know it, we also have really good teachers.
Okay.
And maybe we have some teachers that only do the teaching part, but we also have teachers that work for other brands and they have another work.
Okay.
So yes, I haven't felt like a very big difference, and neither with the group projects, because we also do so many group projects. And maybe the part that I felt a little bit the difference was between not France and Spain, but public university and private university.
Okay, because you're in a public university.
I'm in a public university.
Okay. So
Yes.
this is even bigger for you, like as an opportunity to come here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. For example, the punctuality thing or the
Oh my God.
attendance,
Yeah.
like in Barcelona, I go to class, but I can also not to go, and
Yeah.
I can arrive late. It's a public university, and here it's like even if you are 10 minutes late, they count and they write your name.
10,
Yeah.
even
Yes.
1.
Yes, and
My friends is very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a cultural thing in like friends in general.
I think it's a bit a cultural thing until the end of high school.
Okay.
Okay.
And when you go to university, it depends on the public one and the private one.
Okay. then you're
Okay.
ready.
But until high school, like you need to be on point, on time, but every day. And if you miss 1 hour of school, your parents need to like fill out a form to explain like with big detail why you weren't here, and yeah, you need to be on point. But after in university, there is a big difference in France between the private one and the public one, because in public one, like they are much bigger university. Like the best university are public in France, and there is so many students that they don't care about you. You're like a number. They
Yeah.
don't talk to you, but because for them you need to work by yourself. Like if you're not in class, they don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you need to do your stuff.
Yeah.
But in the private school, they because of how much your parent paid for this school and what you're learning in it, what you're doing, they expect you to be on point, to be in class, because you paid for it. So you choose to be here and choose to
Okay.
pay for this kind of study.
Okay.
So you need
Yeah.
to respect it and
Understand. Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
I have a question, because here I'm studying in an Erasmus program, so we are only 30 people, I think, 20, from all over the world. But you that study here with French, how many are you in class? Because we are only like 20,
we
30.
are 23.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this feeling? I have the
Because,
feeling like I'm
but
in the
I
high
think
school.
we are 23 because we are like we are 500 people. 500.
I don't know. Yeah,
500.
500?
500.
Yeah. 500?
500.
Wait, 500.
500 people in the 4 years of parallel admission, because we just start LEFAP
Okay.
for 4 years. But we are just only 2 classes in full talk English. Like the
Okay.
others are in French and they are much more.
They
in
are
class.
more. Okay.
Like I think 30 or 35 people by class. But we are less because there is not a lot
As
people.
many, people that will study in the full English program. Yeah, true.
I think even like the full English program, not new, but kind
Kinda,
of new.
yeah. I think, they told us that they introduced it, I think, 2 years ago, maybe, or
Yeah,
last year.
Because like the talk show, we are the first one to do it in
yeah,
English.
okay.
Because normally it's like very
Yeah.
a French class.
Yeah, they do a talk show for a course.
Okay.
And but I think the biggest difference is that also, of course, that it's private and public, because I think in Italy it's the same. I study in a semi-private university in Italy, and I think I have both perspectives. You know, I have the lack of having a private university because I kind of follow it, but we are still like 100 in class. So it's
Okay,
not like
yes.
we are 20, but we are not 300. Like, for example, in public schools in Italy, you can be like, even a
I have
lot.
friends too.
We
Yeah.
we are not 300 there.
Okay.
We're like 80.
Oh.
because my university was first private, like 30 years ago,
Yeah.
and now it's public. So it's a public university, but some things it's like a private.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you, and we also do like seminarios. I don't know the word in English.
Seminaries.
Yeah,
Seminaries.
Yeah.
Okay, that they divide us. So we do a lot of classes that we are maybe 20.
Ah,
And
okay.
so why? Yes, it's not like a public
Yeah,
university.
and I think it also like depends a lot of like your own university in general, like for the differences
Yeah.
of private, public, or
and the course that I'm taking also,
Yes,
like
yeah.
yes,
yeah, of course in Italy you can say different between like marketing and communication, what I do, and like for example law, like extremely different is different in like teaching style and everything.
Yeah, that
But I think in France as well, yeah.
Even like if you choose, like if I wanted to do communication but in a public school, I wasn't gonna learn the same thing.
Yeah.
Even if like in the paper I'm in a communication private school and my friend is in a communication public school, we're not gonna learn the same
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
Like it's much more like for in a public school.
Theoretical as well, I think. It's
Yeah,
more like
theoretical.
like more like on the history of like
Yeah,
maybe media. It's
exactly.
less modern, less practical, less
Yeah.
fun as well, maybe I would say.
No, but you know that they like more prepared to be like journalists
yeah,
or
true.
like to work in TV or to be reporters, but like you don't need to go to like for example Celsa or stuff like that if you want to be like a chief of like project or kind of this stuff. I think you're not gonna learn the same thing in a public one and a private one. Like we just have a group project in LIFAP, and it's like very practical. We do a lot of like we did the battle weeks. There is like much more like content, I think, compared to the public school. You need to learn by yourself and try to figure it out.
So come to EFAP, you know. Like, no, but yes, I agree. I think it's normal, and that's the good stuff of private schools as well. Like for our industry, it's the most like it's the best to go to private school. And I also wanted to ask you, how did you feel like the switch between New York and France on a like school point of view? Like, did you think there's like a difference? I don't know, like even what you're learning.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think like in the US, like it really depends on the school, but it could be public or private. It just really depends. But I go to a state school, so it's not private. But it's very technical. So our professors are people who work in the industry. So we get the opportunity to visit a lot of galleries. It's very hands-on. We learn a lot about networking, and our classes are very small. My school is small, but then you have big schools in your like NYU where there's like huge classes, and it's like that same dynamic that the professor gives a lecture, and you're just like
One in
you're
a million.
You're a number. It's like that. So coming here to eCard, it was very similar to my school. We're like 25 kids in my class, and it's very different. The teaching style is very different, I find, like in France and in New York. I would say in the US.
And you study in French.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
okay.
So it's
Good
like the
for
full
you.
experience.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, well, congrats, because it's not easy.
Thank you. No, it's not easy.
You speak or you understand? Like you can speak French and.
Yeah, well, yes.
I
I've had to learn, you know?
Okay, no, but it's very hard to learn.
Yeah.
Like I know,
No,
like
absolutely.
even for French people, French is hard. Like,
Yeah.
really.
I know. By no means am I like, oh yeah, I speak it perfect. No way.
No
way. But I came here to also learn the language. So I would say like, I would highly recommend for anyone who has the ability to like read, write, like the basics. If you want to really learn the language, fully immerse yourself and like take the courses in French. Like that will get you going.
Yeah, true.
All
Yes.
your courses are in French.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you really understand.
But it's very different because in New York, even though it's like the same amount of people in class, I feel like the professor knows me, and it's very different here because we're 20 kids, but I don't think the professors like really know my name.
Oh.
I have the same sensation. Yes.
Because you have too much classes. I don't know
Yes.
in yours, but I know that you don't have exactly
Yeah,
the
no,
same.
not the same.
But in my class, I have 16 different
That's
classes.
crazy. That's
Yes.
crazy.
16 different teachers.
Because
Like,
you're-
I don't remember even my teacher. When I went to class, I was, what is this course already? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
every week I have
It's a lot.
16
Yeah.
subjects,
Yeah.
like different subjects. It's like
To
impossible
have like 10 or
to
12. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
a lot
hard
to
to
remember.
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
And like I have, I think six or seven classes that start with communication, like communication,
Yes.
internal communication, like 6 or 7 of them. Like,
Yeah, but I think it's also like it's hard because I know that you have a workload that it's extremely like it's huge, that you have so many things to do. But I think it's also interesting that of course like you're doing so many things and still like you're motivated a little
Yeah.
bit. It's hard of
Yeah.
course to manage, but it also helps you to have of course with the communication thing, like specific thing with each teacher, so you can have a specific views for some subjects. No.
Yeah, no, but I think they told us like you will see the fourth years is like difficult. You have a lot of work because you have just 4 months and
Yeah,
you need
true.
to like learn all the communication skills that the other students have learned since day one for the first
Yeah.
years. But I think the content of the class usually are not very like hard to learn or hard to understand, but like you said, is managing all these subjects,
Yeah.
because for each subject we need like to do oral presentation, to like a lot of QCM or a lot of things for each classes. But they tell you at the first day of school, for the 8th of December, you will have a presentation. So every day you say, okay, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like,
Yeah, it's
next-
hard to, for example, for me.
next week I have like every class for all presentation.
Yeah. Good luck. No, but it's true. Like for me, as an exchange, it's hard to manage and it's hard to plan. For you, I can't even imagine.
No,
It's so
yeah.
hard. But it's also good because, of course, in life, like with professional life, in work, you will have these as well.
No, but
So
of
every
course.
teacher says that it's good that you learn now how to manage a lot of things going on. Okay, thank you so much. I really like talking with you about this. We finish up some the episodes with some fire questions.
Okay.
So I'm thinking today, because I didn't prepare anything, but I think we can start by just asking you which neighborhood you like the most here in Paris.
Wow. I would say Le Marais.
Okay.
I really liked it because for the student life, the young people, also not many tourists there, and all the pop-ups, shops, museums, art galleries.
Yeah.
I really like Le Marais.
Okay.
That's good. For me, the 6th, because there's Saint Germain. I love. There's like a lot of like very fun streets, restaurants too. There's stores,
Okay.
a lot to do, and it's just a really fun neighborhood. I think. Yeah.
As a Parisian, you say both of my favorites.
Yeah.
Of Paris.
We passed the exam.
Really. No, Le Marais is my favorite one because it's like very beautiful, and I would love to have an apartment there. But I grew up in the 6th because my high school was there. All my friends live there, and I'm a South Parisian girl, so for me the 6th is the best one.
I completely agree with both of you.
Yes.
Like if you see in the other episodes, I always say 3rd and 6th.
Really?
Yeah, always.
Oh.
I love Saint Germain and I love Le Marais as well. I love the
Yes.
5th as well because I live in the between the 5th and the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah,
now.
me too.
But I love all of them. Like those two are my favorites. But I also like to discover some, like for example now I think in the last weeks I've been to the, like for example in the 13 or in the
Yes, with the street
8
art.
and we discover like more, so it's also nice to, like for example we did like a tour with our French culture
Well,
course.
especially it's the 9th.
Yeah.
Near to Opera,
Yeah.
Saint
Okay.
Lafayette,
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
You can find cool.
Cool stuff there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a cool thing to do is like if you're in Paris and there's like, it's just so big, so overwhelming, you know, you
Yeah.
have so many options and things to do. So I find it like it's easy to say like, okay, today I have like some free time, I'm gonna go see this museum, and then explore the area around it, and then you might just start walking and you notice that you just saw the whole 6 arrondissement, or the whole 8 arrondissement.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to like,
to
you know,
get to know the city.
Yeah,
I
explore the
completely
city.
agree. And fashion or art? Ooh, art.
oh,
I would say fashion.
Yeah.
And I'm not in both of them, but fashion. Yeah.
Fashion.
oh, I love both.
I know
love
this
both
this
so
question
much.
was hard for you.
No,
yeah.
it's hard for me. If I become a professor, I would like to teach art history and fashion history, like both.
Okay.
I think I just love them both. But right now, well, I'm studying art, so I love art.
Okay.
Yeah, right now it's good.
For me, fashion.
Yeah.
I'm not a fashion girly,
Yeah, me too.
but I just appreciate the fashion industry in general. Like it's so interesting and so
Yeah.
much. But in general, I think the luxury word, I really
Yeah.
love it. And having here, I can sense it so
Like
much.
the real one.
Yeah.
I think in LEFAP, with our cooperation community teacher,
Yes.
we finally learned
What?
what was luxury.
Yes.
And not like just brand that was expensive,
Yeah.
but real
Real
luxury.
luxury. Yes. Me and a friend, we always talk. Like I love corporate
Yeah,
communication.
me too. I love
yeah.
this teacher.
Yeah, it
It
was.
is amazing.
Yeah, it was so interesting. And okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really
Thank you.
enjoyed talking with you. Thank you for coming here, and thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.